Welcome back to Shapes 2. My name is Nilaus and we are continuing here with our refined shapes. Thank you very much for following along on the series and the support for this ongoing series. What we're going to do today is we are going to continue on the process. We're going to be doing the gold. So basically it looks like the way I'm going to structure this series is that for every episode we do, the first episode we did the first two milestones, and then we did in the second episode we did the blue, and then we did the green, and now we can do the gold. And lo and behold, we won't do the turquoise, the magenta, the whatever, the other whatever, and then all the way up here, if there is an interest in me continuing, which I hope and think there is. So this is the objective today. We're going to be getting 10,000 of these shapes and 6,000 of these shapes. One of the things I want to do is to just want to see how few designs we can do, because I just believe that the only way to play this game efficiently is to have these modular blueprint instead of designing everything from scratch. I have had the misfortune of watching other creators, of course not necessarily as hardcore factory creators as I am, and I am stunned by how much individual design is going into everything. It's kind of like, it's the same thing you've done a million times, why do you do it again? So I believe that this is the best way, and that's why I do it. So what we're going to do is we are going to say here, and what we need to do is for the gold we have the green X that we've already done from the previous supply chains, and then we have these two shapes. So an important part of making this easy is to find locations that have something that is easily manageable or easily convertible into these shapes. So I've already done that, and I do that off camera so that it's a little bit easier. What I'm going to do is, for example, this one. This is we need a square and we need a wedge full shape. But also we need to have the diagonals being colored individually. So this one, I should actually just treat this as only a wedge diagonal, because then I can mine it, color it, I can mine it again and not color it, and rotate them and stamp them together. So that's kind of easy. And this one I'll just need to mine it and color it, and the other one I need to mine it and rotate it and then stamp it together, and then stamp the two together, and we have the green right here. So this is like a super easy way place to do this. And so that's going to be our objective. What we want to do first is we need a design that cuts the diagonal, so we only have the diagonal. The first thing we want to do is we want to do a mining setup. We'll just do this one, and now I need to have it designed here that only takes this diagonal, and we'll just design that from scratch, and then it'll be part of the usual blueprint package, just to get a sense of it. So what we need to do is first we need to take this shape and we need to cut it in half. That's like this. So we want to keep the top here and the bottom here. Those are the ones that we want to keep. So we need to, basically if we do this cut, it won't do anything. It'll just be the same. So we need to rotate it. There. Yes, it's the right one. And that will rotate the opposite way. So we get the two here. And then we actually just rotate it back. And then we need to merge these two together again. We could either do that on a stacker, which goes up and down, but it's actually more easy to do it this way. And then we have our diagonal that we need. So this is like the premise of going from a full shape to that. And then we'll see each of these are just 4, 2, 3, 2, 4 for a full belt. So this machine's 4 machines. That means we need to do that. And this is then going to be the design. I'll do like that. Here we go. And I want all of these to be, oops, wrong way. No, there. I want all of these to just be wherever I can. So, I'll cut this, and we'll just put it in the middle, so that'll be. You are gonna be that one is all the way out, and this one, and this one, and this one, right? And then there's 3 on the bottom and 3 on the top. Yes. Good. That will go here. You will go here. Like that. And this one will then go. I'll do go this way. Yeah. And going up. Let's take you first. Because that will obviously have to go the other way. Because we can see that there's not enough room. There's only 3 on the side here. So this one goes up here. And that is a beautiful little design. Very, very simple. Very easy to do. And that will serve us handily in all future episodes or whenever we want it. When we want to cut something into diagonals, well, this is it. This is how, or when you only want to cut out a diagonal. This is not the same as splitting the diagonals, because we've done that before, but this one is about cutting the diagonals. So, and then this is actually, we take these 2. Let me think. I actually want to turn it downwards because then it's closer to this. So we'll take this whole thing and get you here, here, and these 2 will also be here. We're going to start from the side. I hate to burn it downwards, but let's try it anyway. Right, so we have now 2 diagonals, and I have to look like this, north facing, so that I'm sure that I do it right. This, either one can be the one that gets colored, so I'm going to color this. Yeah, we'll do a coloring, which we already have. So basically at this point we have done the mining blueprint, we've done this blueprint, and we've done this or modules or that. So it's 3 things. So now the other one will be the one that's rotated. So we'll just do the rotator. And let's see, you are now that diagonal, and you are, well, you're not getting us anything. And what we need to do is then use my favorite blueprint, I think. Well, not because it's the best one, but it's because it's the one we use the most, the stacking thing. Because now they stack, and that's a collective shape. So this is now the entire shape you want. And we just step it down here. And that gives us all of that. Okay. And we got another claim here. Oh, we actually have, let's look at the shop. And go up here. Upgrades. We got plenty of points here. So we'll just do a speed multiplier. That's all the speed we can get, unfortunately. Train capacities, train speed. Those are good. I thought there was something we might want. That was fluid wagons. But I don't think we need it in this episode. So we can... I'm not sure. Maybe we need it for the other one. I'll get the fluid wagons because... if we don't have it, then suddenly we can't progress. So we'll focus on this because this is that's a must-have. Good. Then we're basically saying you are going to be pretty much the same thing. So let's see, how far up can you do? Nope. Here and here. Yeah. Okay. And we got another one. How much we get? We get 2,000 each time. Right, so this is basically the same. Isn't it just this? I think so. Because it takes... Oh, I'm not actually sure. Because I am... Let me just get this in here. If we do this, it obviously will be like that. I need to figure out which one. Now I have to face north, and it is not this one that gets colored. It'll be this one that gets colored, right? Because that is, no? It is, what rotation are you? That's just a normal rotator. What? Yeah, this is the one that gets colored. Okay, so it is correct. It was correct that I needed the coloring on this. Yes. And then Right, there's, again, that means no new designs. That means all in total, it's the mining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 designs we've used so far. And then we need a mining design here, or here. And we're gonna need that for 2 different spaces, so... here, and the other one... that's gonna go here. Actually, just keep it up. That one. And the other one goes here. And I think I just generally want to bring it up as fast as possible. And that is on this line. There. Okay. Now these two need to be brought together and then stacked on top. Which one stacks on top of the other one? I feel that it could be trains, but I also feel that's kind of silly to do that. Oh, hold on. Wonder if this whole thing could be... no, it couldn't be built that way. Because that would actually be a lot easier. What if this one could? This one could be built that way. Yeah, I think it'll easier mentally, at least, to get it up there. There, take this out. And there. Good. And then all of this, just lead it up, lead it in. Yeah. And then we need to figure out which one is... this is the circle. Why are we not getting anything out? Because I'm linking it into the wrong things. That one at least. There. Let's see. This is the circle. No, this needs to go on top. So the stuff that goes on top is... yeah. Or it actually is nicer to do it that way. There. And I'm gonna get outbound. Definitely not correct. And this one now needs to be put on a train. Now this is interesting because this train is actually not something we have as a default train, but it really should be if we go back, because it's something we are doing a lot of more times than... are we not? Well, we're doing it here, but this is the unloader. So we'll use this basis as an unloader, get that up here, and then basically change it to a loader instead. Huh. Yeah, okay, so it's not actually the correct usage here, because the other one has like an extra space in the middle. Good. And then I'll need to change it to loading stations. Wagon loaders. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we need to put in a train, which I, funnily enough, can't fit in here now. And what color should the train be? Ah, that's always like the issue, isn't it? I don't want to leave this up. I don't want to do... Okay, maybe I just take this one out a little bit and see where I can place it. It's a little bit nicer. There. Okay. Like that. And we need a train, but we don't know what train it is. Let's see. This is coming in from the top, luckily. That is... this is the red, and then the next one here, yes, will be the blue. That one. Oh, kill this and get you in here. And that will be selected for blue. So it has to be a blue train. And this one, no, I thought it would be jumping. Jump and land. Good, so that's the blue train coming in, but we don't have the space for it yet. So, and blue train, yeah, and 4 wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it working? Why is it not working? I would rather say, because it doesn't feel like it's working. Here. Oh, it just hasn't progressed far enough. Okay, so while this is done, we can go back to our location here and build this train station, which is going to be just exactly like this. And then go up to the top level, take this out. This is going to be how we unload here and here. Very simple. And I'm pretty sure that I will need to get you in here, and you will be then the green one. There. I'm pretty sure. That one. But let's go back up. Oh, it's this one to jump back up. And let's see if it's getting somewhere. Well, there is something coming in. Let's have a look if this is the right shape. Yes. Okay, so it's showing a preview here. Okay. And now we just need to go get this one all the way back to here. We are actually going to get some more capacity on the trains, upgrades, and get a train capacity. And we can't get 2 train capacity. We'll have to wait for another one. But we get 1 more train capacity, and they're already the first ones coming in. And we can see that there's a ton of stuff here. And since this has started counting, that means it must have started unloading. I'm going to be just summoning it back here. We're just going to do that so we can see that the train is actually loading. Yes, please. It loads 3 boxes now. Yes, 3 boxes. Each box is... How is it? So, here. Each box is 360. And there are 3 levels. So that's about 1,000. And then there are 3 boxes. So that's about 3,000 per load station. So this is 12,000 on a train. Pretty good. And that's working very quickly. Like, it's just one train and then it's done. We're going to be going to the other location. So this is another thing. What I found up here, which is very enticing, is we want to build this space here. There is a blue, and there's a star. But so these need to be cut apart, and then colored individually, or the blue one needs to be colored and then put back, and then a circle. So we have that one, and we don't really have a circle nearby, but we do have the 2 half circles. So, 2 half circles, it's good enough for us. We could also sort of do it in another way, but this one is just so beautiful, this design. So again, if we look at the previous design we had here, how many blueprints? We got the 2 mining blueprints, that's 2. 3 for the cut diagonal. 4 is a rotator. 5 is a painter. 6 is the stacker. And then I have added this one as a new blueprint. The 7th, the 5 space loading station. So that's 6 blueprints. What's all we needed for that pretty complex design. I think that's pretty good. We're going to do the same thing up here. We're going to be just checking if we need anything more than what we already have. Can I build it here? I can build it here. And I hate doing it with turning south. Oh, that is north. Nice. Does that mean we are down? Oh yeah, we're really far south from this base. Oh, but it's whatever. It doesn't really matter where it is. Remember, in the description, I have put the seed. So if you want to play the same seed, you can just load that up. And of course, save games are also available. So if you want to start from here or whatever, then you can also do that. What is it? So this will be the split. We did the split in one of the previous episodes, so you don't need to redesign that. That's the beauty of using these designs. Oh, this is actually interesting. We don't need to do this. We don't need to... This is the full shape we have, so we actually can just do this one. And then do here, because we get the shape we want. And then the square shape has to be colored. That one. Here, here, and then we just need to put them back together. I prefer doing it this way. So putting it together, and then if we look at the rotation, now the rotation strictly doesn't matter. But okay, so this is coming out correct, but it will be flipped here, so we need to flip it back. It isn't necessary, but you know, consistency and all that. Good, that is the design. And these are ready to be placed, and they need a blue design. Oh, that's a pretty far away. Hey, this is why we built the spacing. Ah, should we try to do that? What if we get a... Yeah, let's do a space train. Or a liquid train. That just for the hell of it. We have over here, I have a liquid train. This is a liquid load station. I'm just going to do the liquid unload station, which will come in here. And that will be... I think... Well, it'll be like this. No, it can be here. And then these can go there. Yes. That's coming in. And this needs to go above now. Ah, let's go all the way up. If we're going above. There. Here. And liquid pipe in there. Great. And ta-da! That works. So now we use the liquid station to sort of integrate in here. This will now hopefully give us that. And then we go up to the blue. So we just get a... Yeah. And this one will just be put on top on a train, liquid train, which we now have. Like that. And we turn it white because these are intermediate trains. I prefer to make them white. Yeah. Does this actually work with previews? Oh, it does work with previews, and it is perfect. So we just need to build a green circle. We have two halves here. They're half a half. These two halves need to be put together. So here we need to double mine. Yep. Then, oh, hold on. What do I want? I can just bring it down here by a train, right? Or let's do it this way. It's kind of easier. There we go. We got another point. Okay, I have to do this. And that means half of this will be rotated. That'll be a double rotation. And then we just need to stamp them on top of each other. Here. And then we need to color it. And that will be colored green, which we have over there. And the green. That's not very far, so we can do like this. That was not correct. There we go. And that works. Do we get a preview? Yes, we do. And then we now use the new station that we invented or created here. That's the where it has a little 5 because it's a 5. I honestly think this should be white as well. I think that just all trains should be stored with a white color. It's just easier. So I'll just take I'll copy this. I'll flip it so that it is actually... No, this is actually faced correctly because it's facing north, and I think that's nicer. So this one, I copy it, and then when I go into my blueprint, then I take this I right-click this blueprint, and then I replace it with the blueprint that I have in hand. It's a little bit cumbersome, I think. It didn't work. Damn. It did not work. Copy. I have it in hand. Yes. Yes. It's in hand. Then I go into my blueprints. I right-click this one. And then I replace the content but not title icon of the blueprint with the content of your clipboard. Bloop. Done. Click this. And now it works. Okay, so I did something wrong. This will now need to go down here. And then we need a unloading station to stamp it. And we need to... So... Station. That is a unload station. That's really not what I wanted. I want to flip it. And that goes... Yeah, like this. And... Now I need to figure out the green one, which is the one that comes in, has to be on top. That means it has to come in from the side. There. And then we just need a unloader or a loading station. That's this one. Wrong way. Flip. Here. And we don't know what color it is, but we do know that you need to go down here. There. So this is the blue color coming in. That means the blue color. Everything is good here. Yes. And when we get... So now I need to figure out... This one needs to go back to... that design, but we don't know the color. So we go from the bottom. So this was not correct. And it needs to be branched out here. But what color is that? That is this cyan. So this must be the yellow one, which is the second to last branch we can get from the bottom. Interesting. So that's yellow, and we go to this location and make the departure train, which is this one, make that yellow. And that should work. So let's see. Oh, the green one's coming in. That's brilliant. That's exactly what we wanted to see. So it unloads. And these are going in here. They're pretty beautiful. Let's see if they go on top. They should be. Let's just see this as some of the first outputs. Yeah, we get something. Yay! And it looks like it's working. Let's see. When we start filling this one up, then we'll just wait for this train to fill up. This is probably departed on a very long trip and coming back. At some point, this might not be fast enough with just a single train, but we can always just add more trains. That's not a problem. Got the same color, we can do all of that. So just adding more trains if you need it. I'd rather have faster and more capacity trains than just having more trains for sort of train congestion issues. This is the correct shape and it's filling up. So let's wait for it to come back. Now we have a full load and we can resummon the train, respawn the train. So we can get a nice full load, 3 stacks and 3 stacks here and also 3 stacks here. Like that's always a little bit of imbalance with this. So you just basically need to let it stabilize and just be fully saturated at some point and then it'll be perfectly fine. So we have the train coming back and we want to see it when it is all the way back here to our main base. While the train is going, let's add some train speed because damn, that's slow. So we had more train speed. Platform capacity is also kind of nice. We only have 800 platforms left, so this is dirt cheap, so we can just get one of those. Maybe 2, maybe 3. So we don't really have a lot of points left, but when we get another point here and we also get more. So this will just give us more platform points. The strategy that I have applied is rather platform intensive. So that's the one consideration that you might that it is rather platform intensive. So you could definitely save on platforms, but I don't really feel that platform capacity is a bottleneck. And there we go. We have unloaded this, and we should start seeing, oh yes, this is coming in pretty damn quick. It's only coming in at 90 times 12 times 4, so it's decent. Any other things? Oh yeah, this one's coming in very soon, so we can actually get more train capacity, because I don't think that if we look at just how far this has to go, I don't think one train is actually enough. Maybe when it's faster, maybe when it has higher capacity, it could be enough, but yeah, it's a little bit much. So once we get this one, yeah, we get another point. How much we get? We got 2,000 points. Is there anything we really want? No. We can get more platform. Don't want to do that. But we can get more train capacity. That's nice. We can get it all the way up to 6. So that's going to be pretty massive trains. But we'll continue to stack this up as we are almost hitting the milestone. And then we'll be seeing what we get from this. Ooh, quota completed. That was not too difficult, was it? So we unlock the aquamarine and mixing. The aquamarine station requires precisely mixed colors. You'll need the color mixer to create the refined shape they accept complex work, but that's why they pay you in aquamarine. The traders respect precision, so should you. So we get the aquamarine, we got the aquamarine station, we get a color mixer, which is a new thing. We get 3 shop items, we don't know what that is. Well, I think I know. Platform points there, and also more points. I don't know why we went in here. Oh, right, more information. And if we look at the shop, the things we got are actually really interesting. We got some new stations. We got a new sapphire station, and we got a new emerald station. We will not actually be using those. I don't think they are super valuable. So you can see the blue one here. The advantage of the blue one, instead of taking a full red, we can actually take half of a red and then put it in here. And then the other X is something we can get from this trade from research station. So that's like an option for doing more efficient stuff. But I don't know. I don't think that's super valuable, especially because we don't need to double this up. This one here is just a single item in that gives us the green we want, instead of the alternative one where... How is that? The green one. Yeah, that's... well, I don't know. Here. Oh yeah, this is taking double blue. So this one's taking double blue, so you can avoid the double blue into this if you use the advanced emerald. I don't mind with it. The double blue here is actually working. But the one advantage you could say is that it would mean that these 8 could actually service 8 green ones, and which could then service 8 yellow ones. We could also sort of always trying to be more effective and sort of spread it out so that fewer input resources become more output resources at the cost of more advanced recipes. I don't think that's a particularly interesting thing. What we can also see here is that, funnily enough, this is just coming out as little squares. Like that's supposed to be a problem. We can look at this new one, the aquamarine station, and the beautiful station up here. It's gonna be... Let's see, I'm gonna be putting it up here. This aquamarine station will require that shape, which is not so bad. The only thing is like it needs yellow, so that's some color mixing, and this one also needs some yellow, so that's also some color mixing. So yeah, and the start of this is going to be like this, here and here, and inbound, 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 and that will give us exactly that shape out, which needs to go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. This definitely needs to move up, because it will also, like all the other locations, have a unload solids here for that one and for that one. And that means you go here, up above all of that, and that goes in there. Like, we've done this before, right? And actually this looks nicer if I do there. That's beautiful. So we get this thing, which will just complete the first 30,000 milestone of that, which will be happening quickly. And then we're basically just ready to go in and build these 2 shapes in the next episode. Did we get another one? Oh yes, so we also want to do this one in the next episode, because that's not only is it a lot of blueprint values, not that we need it, but it's also getting us another way to get higher operator level, which is something we absolutely want. So that's going to be next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Until then, take care, and as always, stay effective.